If you need to get up and running with a basic, low-cost but effective CRM right now, then Rocket Launch Sales is right for you. I'm Ian from Rocket CRM, and we've built out this solution to create a simple CRM system that is very quick for users to adopt and adapt to, one that's robust, one that provides insights and reporting for management as well. Over a period of time, with Rocket Launch Sales, we give you every month managed service hours, and we will work with you to be able to take that CRM system into any direction you want. As I say, we start very simple with these entities over here: dashboards, activities, accounts, contacts, leads, opportunities, marketing lists, and campaigns. We'll have a quick look through those in a minute. And then once you get used to the sales journey with these basic entities, we can then help you to develop your CRM. So as a sales manager, I might start my day here in the sales management dashboard. I can see an overview pipeline here of all of my sales team's opportunities. I can see via the color coding at the top what stage the opportunities are at. So I can see we've got a certain amount at the qualify stage and a much smaller amount in the close stage at the bottom here. Over on the right hand side, I can see opportunities that we've been winning over a period of time. If I want to take a closer look at that information, I can just click Expand Chart, have a closer look at that. I might want to see the records that make up that chart. So if I click on View Records, I'll see the records that make up that chart as well. So I can see we had a particularly good month. So I can see what were the opportunities that made up that particular set of sales. Just going to click the back button and go back to the dashboard. It's important to say that this is an example of a dashboard, and you will be able to create your own dashboards going forward. And I can see here a breakdown of opportunities by each salesperson and by the probability of each one closing. Or I might want to see opportunities by rating. So I can say I've got some that are cold, some that are hot, some that are warm. Again, you can expand the chart to take a look in a little bit more detail and view those records. So I want to look at all the ones that I've marked as hot. I'll click here and I'll see those, and then that might give me some further insight. So I can see this one, for example, is flagged as a 20% probability, but it's also marked as hot. So I'm going to be talking to that salesperson straight away to find out what's going on there. I might have several dashboards as well. So from a salesperson point of view, I might click onto a dashboard called, let's say, this one here, Sales Social Activity Dashboard. And this dashboard might show me all the leads that I've got, any reminders of any opportunities that are due to be closing very soon, and grids of my closed opportunities and my open opportunities rather than the whole teams. So that's dashboards. Whichever one I like as my favorite, I can click Set as Default. We're providing a few out-of-the-box dashboards, and we can work with you to show you how to create further dashboards. Let's take a look at accounts. Accounts are essentially companies or organizations. Now, in here, you might have prospects, you might have customers, you might have suppliers. You can separate them all with a flag field and have different lists for each one if you want to. You can put whatever fields you want on here as well. So if you wanted to display the postcode, for example, or the type of account, you can have that field listed in this group as well. One nice feature is you can see on Blue Yonder Airlines that there's a little diagram there. If I click on there, it will show me that I can set this company is part of a group of companies. So it's a subsidiary of a company called A Data Corporation, which also runs these three companies as well. So the solution does allow us to be able to create those relationships between accounts. I'm going to click on Blue Yonder Airlines. So an account is just, as I say, an organization or a company. I've got the basic details of the company over here on the left hand side. I can click here to launch their website. I can clarify what kind of relationship we have with them on a drop down field here, and I can put their address in here as well. When I put the address in, I'll see where they are on a Bing map, and I can click on Get Directions to expand the map as well. Over in the middle column, I've got a timeline of communication. So these are telephone calls, emails, and tasks and actions. They might be incoming phone calls, they might be outgoing phone calls or emails, for example. When you're in Microsoft Outlook, you can track your emails into the solution. You can link your emails to a specific contact, to an account, or to an opportunity or a lead. One useful thing to point out is that if you do track your emails against a contact, that email will also roll up to the account record. So here we can see that an email tracked to somebody called Jane has rolled up here to the account for Blue Yonder, so we can see a roll up of all the activity for that company. On the right hand side, we've got this assistant area again, which might show notifications or reminders for things. We can then have a look here and see the contacts we've got at that company and any opportunities. Because Rocket Launch Sales is a mobile first application, you'll be able to access this on your desktop like I am today, or on your tablet or on your phone with no special configuration required. We've got a second tab here called Details, just in case we want to store any more useful information. When we go through the short onboarding process with you, we can create custom fields for you if you need to track any custom information. The next tab is Contacts. So we've got a list of contacts. We can store as many contacts as we like against an account. And if we've got any inactive contacts, we would see those as well, or any contacts that I own. So there may be 20 contacts there, but there might be only 3 or 4 that I actually created and people that I talk with. Opportunities is the next tab. Opportunities represents sales opportunities. And we can see here we do have an opportunity that's currently open. There's also a chance to look at any won opportunities or lost opportunities as well. So these are previous ones. With opportunities, you can actually quote in any currency you like. So the way it works is it has a base currency. You choose your base currency. So in most cases here, it will be GBP or pounds. And if you wanted to have your salespeople in Paris quote in euros, that's absolutely fine, because what it does in the background, it will convert into the base currency of GBP. Before we go and take a look at an opportunity, let's go and have a quick look at what the contact record looks like. So again, it's that familiar 3-column layout. You can upload a picture of the person, and you've got some basic details of that person, where they work, and a link to that record, all their contact details, a map of where they might be. Again, in the middle, you've got a timeline of activities. So from here, you can create an activity. So I might want to create a phone call. I can just do that directly from here. And that similar assistant again to pop up reminders for things that might be overdue and any opportunities that this person is linked to. So we can see here that Jane is linked to that open opportunity for Blue Yonder Airlines. Let's go into that opportunity and take a closer look at that. So again, we've got that 3-column layout, but with the opportunity, you can see we've got what's called a process bar at the top. What this allows us to do is to be able to track the stages at which that opportunity is currently at. The way it works is that at each step, you can put on some gateway questions that you might need the answer to. For example, identify stakeholders. Have you identified competitors? Great. Now we've done that, we can move to the next stage. So the next stage might be the proposal stage. And then you might have a series of tick boxes that need to be ticked off by the team. Once they're done, you can move to the next stage. So it makes for a very clear reporting cycle on where we are currently at with opportunity. On this opportunity, we can see it's called mobile computing purchase. So that's the name of it. And essentially, we've got a little description box here telling us what they want to do. They want to replace all the laptops in the training suite. We know what their budget amount is. We know what the likelihood is here of this. So we might decide we're going to increase that a little bit. We might make that hot. What we've tried to do is cater for the most likely scenarios and the most common uses that we see for opportunities. On the top right here, we can see that it's estimated to close on the 12th of May, and we can see the estimated revenue in pounds, and we can see who the opportunity owner is as well. At any stage, I can actually close this opportunity as won, or I can close this opportunity as lost. So if I click on close as won, it will ask me to verify how much was the actual revenue so that you can track the difference, or if there is a difference between your estimated and your actual revenue. So that might be slightly different. You may have sold them a support contract as well. So you've actually sold them £35,000 worth of equipment and services and support. So this will help you in future with your forecasting when you are prospecting and forecasting for opportunities. I'll just click cancel. I won't close this one right now. Alternatively, I can close this as lost. If I know that this has been lost to a competitor or something like that, I can close this now and choose a status of why we lost it. So this is a configurable list. If we want to change and add values to there, we can do that too. As I say, the whole point is we give you a very simple solution like this as it is, and we work with you using your managed service hours each month to evolve and improve your CRM system. Something we haven't looked at yet is leads. So let's take a look at leads. Leads represent unqualified inquiries. You know, when somebody phones up and says that they're interested in having a look at something, they're not sure what their budget is, and there's not very clear information, you might decide just to put them in as a lead because the leads are kind of quarantined from accounts and contacts. The leads don't get mixed up into your accounts and contacts and opportunities. It's a completely separate area, and then you kind of press a button to decide when you're ready to launch them into your main database. So I always think of it as a holding area or quarantine area. So this particular lead here is for a potential order for 300 laptops for Pedro Sanchez, and we can see we've got all his address details here, and we've got the start of that same process bar that we saw in the opportunity. So once I qualify Pedro, this is the button here that will convert this lead to be an opportunity and an account and a contact. So by pressing this one button, it will create for me an account called Toros. So this doesn't exist at the moment in the accounts, but it will create an account called Toros, and it will create a contact called Pedro, and Pedro will be linked to the Toros company, and it will create an opportunity called potential order for 300 laptops that will be linked to Pedro and to the Toros account. Incidentally, the opportunity would be then at the develop stage, so the next stage. So these are the kind of 4 stages. The first stage is qualify, brand new lead inquiry comes in, then it goes on to you're developing the opportunity a little bit more, you're ready to make a proposal, and then in between here there'll be some negotiating phase, and then eventually your market is closed and won. So just to quickly demonstrate that, I'll click on to qualify. I'm being asked, do I want to create an account? Do I want to create a contact? And do I want to create an opportunity? I'm going to say yes to all 3 and click OK. And away it goes. Great, so that's now created. You can see it here. Top left is where I can see I'm looking at. It's an opportunity, and it's ready now for me to start putting in when we want to close that opportunity. So let's say we want to close that by the before Christmas, so let's say 23rd of December, and the estimated revenue, let's put that down as £15,000, and we can fill in any other bits of information we want to on the opportunity. We don't have to click save. There is a save button down here. You don't have to click save. It will auto save as you move away, and we can see here if I click on this link, it will take me to a contact that's been created for Pedro, and then I can click on Toros. There we are. Got a nice easy search bar at the top in the middle there. So if I'm looking for anything where, let's say, for example, I've got some companies that deal with toys, I can click here, look for those toy companies and find them. I can click show more results. It will show me all of the results here. I can say, right, I've got 2 leads that have toys in the name somewhere, contacts that work for these companies, opportunities, and account. So depending upon what I'm looking for. So if I'm looking for Blue Yonder, for example, Blue Yonder, it will show me that I've got 3 contacts, 1 account, and 1 opportunity. And again, they're listed as tabs here: 3 contacts, 1 account, 1 opportunity. And I can just go to that opportunity or whatever it is that I want to go to directly from there. We haven't had time to look at the marketing lists and campaigns, but we'll do that in another video. Just remember, so Rocket Launch Sales comes with full support, full technical support as well. You won't have to be searching for answers online. You'll just send us an email. We'll get back in touch with you and give you an answer. And we'll work with you as well on a consultative basis. Rocket Launch Sales comes with consultancy hours that you can use on a monthly basis to add new features. If you wanted to take your CRM into a marketing direction, do some digital email marketing, or you wanted to add customer service cases or projects or service scheduling, whatever it is you want to do, because this solution is built on the Microsoft Dynamics 365 platform, we can take your CRM in any direction. Just before we finish, I know that some of you have sales teams that love to sit in Outlook. And who can blame them, because it's a great product now. So for those people that only like to sit in Outlook, the good news is that Rocket Launch Sales can be available directly from within Outlook. So here we've got an email between Dan and Jane at Blue Yonder, and you can see this email is tracked against an opportunity. It shows us Jane's details, it shows us the account details. If I want to click here, I can open that opportunity directly from within Outlook. I can change the forecast amount if I want to from here. I can change the estimated close date or anything else that I want to do. I can make a change directly from Outlook without having to launch another window. Okay, that's great. Thank you so much for your time, and please get in touch. We'd be happy to answer any questions that you may have around Rocket Launch Sales. Remember, the idea is just keeping CRM simple.